Hey everyone, I'm Lindsay Arnold.
Emily O'Brien.
Hi, I'm Katie McLean.
Hi, my name is Isabel Durant and I play Claire Brady on Days of Our Lives.
I play Gwen.
I play Jennifer Horton.
I play the character Allie Horton on Days of Our Lives. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about a typical day in my life here on set.
Morning calls are usually pretty early. I think a lot of people would be surprised how early we get here. The earliest call I've ever had was 5:40 a.m.
Recently, I've been getting up at about 5:30 to be here at about 6:20.
So it is 6:15 in the morning. I just got tested a few minutes ago. And I've been sitting in my car looking over my lines for the day, and I just got the text that I'm clear and good to go. So I'm gonna grab my stuff and head into the studio.
Although some people I know, crew members, oftentimes will get to a set at 4 o'clock to set the lighting or set the stage. So us actors are pretty lucky that way.
After all of that is taken care of, we go into hair and makeup, the glamorous process.
Sam, hair extraordinaire, working her wizardry. I do not look like this at 5 in the morning.
Usually hair and makeup takes about an hour, I'd say.
So soap operas are kind of a glamour profession. We want to look our best. It's a part of the job. So there's a lot of behind-the-scenes prepping to look as good as we possibly can, even if it's in a scene where we're crying or, we've been in an avalanche or fallen off a cliff or there's been a tornado. You want to look glamorously disheveled.
I don't really feel ready until I'm in my clothes as Gwen and made up as Gwen, because then I feel more I have this Gwen confidence, if you will. Now I'm all Gwenified, if you will, and normally I would be rehearsing lines on Teams, but today I get to sit back and relax a bit because I only have 2 lines.
For me, getting into character is usually when I put my wardrobe on. It used to be really easy for me because I was pregnant for a while on the show, and so I'd put the baby bump on and I was ready to go. But yeah, that's kind of stuck with me now. When I put her clothes on, I feel like I'm in her head.
So being Australian, I have to do an American accent, and you guys talk very different. So I have to figure out how to warm up my mouth in a different way. And one of the tongue twisters that I do is the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, and then you have to do it with your tongue out.
Yeah, usually we get our lines maybe a week in advance, but I will forget them if I learn them too early. So I usually learn my lines a few days, maybe 2 days before, and then really focus on them the day before I shoot them.
I have to look at it in bits, so I'll work on it one day and then kind of set it down and then come back and look at it again. And then everything kind of comes together when I'm with the actor and we can play off each other, and that's when things come alive and we're ready to go on.
On a busy week, you can do up to 5 episodes, which is quite a lot of dialogue. So what I tend to do, because I'm a bit of a nerd, is spend my weekend getting familiarized with all the scenes and the words.
We are rehearsing Christmas.
So once you get up here onto the set, you will get 1 rehearsal for camera and for you and the actor to do it in the space, and then it's go time. And so then it's ideally 1 take.
Preparing to act on a soap is like no other kind of preparation for any other kind of work that I've ever done, because we learn so many lines and new lines each day. And I try to read them right away so I can catch up with whatever the plot is or whatever plot twist is going to come. Sometimes it can inform what I'm working on at the moment, so I can make sure I'm going in that direction. Things can take a hard left or hard right very quickly in soap operas, so you've always got to try to stay 1 step ahead.
Just finished a scene and getting ready for a wardrobe change. Ready for the next one.
So while we are waiting, we all have our little dressing rooms, which you kind of become like your second home, I guess, where I will read books or read future scripts, get familiarized with the work for the coming days. That's where I do some of my yoga, some of my best yoga.
I do a lot of voice acting too, so sometimes I'll be recording in my dressing room. I'm not sure what the actors next to me think about me screaming or doing silly baby voices in my room. So I'll do that sometimes.
I'm usually rehearsing. I'm usually running lines or reading a book about acting, so I'm trying to remember how to use my craft, even though I'm in a process that's very quick because I want to stay on point.
We hang out now virtually, but yeah, usually we do, especially if we have scenes that day.
We do have a little program called Teams, which is basically like FaceTime for Days of Our Lives. So we've all got that on our phones or iPads, and so we can still connect with each other from each of our dressing rooms, which is a really nice way for us to stay connected.
In the past, I used to hang out with many of the actors that I worked with, but of course these days that's very difficult. However, I happen to be married to an actor who's on General Hospital. His name is John Lindstrom, so we hang out a lot.
The best part for me about joining the cast of Days of Our Lives has been the welcome that I've received. It's such a beautiful family here at Days of Our Lives, and also the encouragement and support of our fans. It's been a strange and humbling experience to become part of this family, so thank you.
Just genuinely how kind everybody is and how it really does feel like a family. I moved here from New York and I had no family or friends out here, so it's really, I'm so grateful that I met people who have been so, just welcomed me with open arms. It's really special.
I think family is the key word there. When I came in, it really did feel like a family.
I am so honored to join the Days of Our Lives cast family. I have so much respect for everyone that works here. I am in awe of the work that is able to be accomplished by the crew and the cast. And it's just incredible how everyone has pulled together during this time to keep the show going. I think that's so impressive, and I feel very blessed to stand in these shoes at this moment.
Hey guys, it's me on set, and everyone else.
Merry Christmas!
Hey, Merry Christmas! Thanks for joining
Hello
us.
everyone.
Happy 55th anniversary.
Yes, this is all of us on set.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching,
Stay
folks.
tuned.